Where the hell is my pizza? You're wasting my damn time. Where the hell is my pizza? This has to be a crime. I waited 2 hours because this isn't fine. Where the hell is my pizza? You're wasting my damn time. My craving grew high as What's up, guys? SpongeBoy Collector here, and today we'll be looking at the Stanley Squarepants theory. This is a really interesting theory that my best friend Cass helped me come up with. Let's get right into the video. Okay, so as y'all know, this is SpongeBob's cousin, Stanley Squarepants. One day, SpongeBob's Uncle Sherm dropped Stanley off because he could not handle him anymore, and he thought that SpongeBob could help him. But I don't think that's true. And if you don't remember Uncle Sherm, he was mentioned a couple times. This is a picture of Uncle Sherm. He was the famous uncle that could stick a watermelon up his nose. Guys, you know, Stanley might act like a caring, loving, shy dude, but I believe he's a villain. And this is why right here. It all starts here. Stanley started destroying a lot of stuff in SpongeBob's house. A TV and the toilet. But when he seen a picture of SpongeBob working at the Krusty Krab, he did not destroy it. Stanley was acting sad like he could not find himself. But this whole act is a perfect plan to take over SpongeBob's job if he really wanted to. Because Stanley had it set up perfect. Because whenever they went to see all their friends, something bad happened to them. First, Stanley caused Squidward to move away. Then when Stanley met Sandy, he tripped, apparently, and hit her spacesuit with his teeth. And she went flying through the air. So that must have been a shit show. Then he met Patrick, and Patrick was basically teaching him how to be dumb. But when they left, he was in this daze afterwards. So he wasn't trying to do nothing, you know what I mean? With all of SpongeBob's friends distracted, and with how gullible Mr. Krabs is, he was able to get a job at the Krusty Krab because SpongeBob lied for him. And Stanley knew that SpongeBob would lie for him constantly. So Stanley kept messing up and messing up and messing up because SpongeBob kept lying for him. And Stanley thought that the more SpongeBob lied, eventually he'd get fired and someone else would need to be a fry cook. Eventually, Stanley destroys SpongeBob's spatula, and that's when SpongeBob comes clean to Mr. Krabs about everything that's happened. And Stanley starts crying that he ruins everything he touches. But I think that he was crying because he got caught. But when Mr. Krabs said, "I got the perfect job for you," he knew that his plan could still be good. So he got a job at the Chum Bucket. And I'm sure, by now, Stanley knows that Plankton and Mr. Krabs are enemies because Plankton tries to steal the Krabby Patty formula all the time. So Stanley went into the Chum Bucket, making Plankton think he's going to work. He goes and blows up the Chum Bucket. But not because it was an accident. He done it to please Mr. Krabs, to hire him back. So that's how the episode ends, and we never see Stanley again. But look who Stanley's siblings are, because Uncle Sherm is a father to all three of these characters. Not only is Uncle Sherm father to Stanley, but he's also the father to Blackjack and Todd Squarepants. Todd Squarepants was in a SpongeBob book, actually. He showed up and he never left, basically. And Blackjack, as y'all know, he's a bully and stuff. But Blackjack might be the oldest sibling, so they all look up to him. And that might be what causes Stanley to be a villain from that influence. Let's be honest here. Stanley shipped himself to SpongeBob's house because if Uncle Sherm was going to take him, Uncle Sherm would have drove him because Uncle Sherm definitely has money. He's a well-known comedian for being able to put the watermelon up his nose. He's famous for that somehow. He obviously has to make money from that. So if that was the case, Uncle Sherm would have brought Stanley to SpongeBob's house because I'm sure Uncle Sherm would love to see SpongeBob. Also, he don't destroy everything he touches because when he put his armor on SpongeBob, nothing happened. At certain points in SpongeBob's house, he had control. He literally, proved his point a couple of times that he's a villain because he did not destroy certain things. If he really destroys everything, then why did he stay home at the Krusty Krab when he was a cashier? Yes, he took those pictures with that one person and he left mid-shift, but he didn't destroy the Krusty Krab. And my final thought is that Stanley made this whole thing up, this whole act about destroying everything, just so he can get SpongeBob to lie to him about getting a job at the Krusty Krab, so that he can steal SpongeBob's job and become successful like SpongeBob. Thank you for watching the video. Like, subscribe, do all that fun stuff, and I'll see you on the next one.